it was tough because before I failed, everything was already planned out.
Yeah.
I was going to pass. I had a job contract. I was going to live at home
Okay.
because the job I got was close to my house. Right,
I didn't realize.
So everything was sorted. I was going to take this contract, live at home for 3 years, save my money, and then everything was sorted. I was going back to London, and then all of a sudden, there was nothing.
No more, nothing. It just evaporates.
And I know that there's this myth that people say, when you go to university and get a degree, you're gonna get a job.
Yeah.
A lot of people that go to uni just think that they'll just finish and magically jobs will appear left, right, center, and then they come out and it is competitive.
Yeah, it's very competitive.
And if you're not somebody that's hungry and you got that fire in your belly, you're gonna struggle.
Yeah, and I'm sure it knocked your confidence a little bit when you had failed and now you're looking for jobs and you're competing with people that graduated first time round. That's also really hard to contend with, isn't it?
This is something that I don't know if anyone has ever felt like this. I think I know some people who have. Like when you finish university, a lot of people that haven't found jobs have to move back home.
Yeah.
And when you're back home, you're looking for positions and work. When I passed, I moved back home, and I was expecting to be there to be jobless for only a few weeks. Something will come up, and nothing came up.
Yeah.
For weeks.
Yeah.
And it's hard being at home when you're supposed to be an adult in a full-time position.
Yeah.
Because your parents every day are waking up and they're still looking after you. This is the time when you should be looking after yourself.
Absolutely.
So now all of a sudden, you're back to being a child. They're still ordering you about. They're still telling you do all these errands, and they come home and say, "Oh, did you apply to any jobs today?"
It's tight. It's a really tight situation.
You're doing your best, and they're just here adding extra pressure to you.
I see why you took the job.
Anything.
Yeah.
Not to be out of home because I was.
Yeah. But I get that side of it because you're thinking, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. How long will I have to sit at home before I get another opportunity like this? Let me go and make my own way.
Let me go. And I think people don't realize Cornwall is far.
Cornwall is very far.
And I think it was a bit like, life, you learn certain skills.
Yeah.
Like when I failed A-levels, I learned that when you fail, you make a list of other things available and you start making phone calls. So when I failed, I lost my offer. When I passed my degree, the first thing I did was I made a list on Google of pharmacy positions. I started making phone calls. And when I got Cornwall, it was far, first of all, and I thought 5.5 hour drive, and automatically I thought I can't go that far. But deep down I thought, this is your dream, you really want it, and how bad did you want it? And a lot of people, your dream job is going to be somewhere uncomfortable that you don't want to go to. And then you'll be asked this question, how much do you want this thing? And most people say, I'm going to wait here until something more convenient comes along.
Comes to me. Yeah. No, you have to put yourself out of your comfort zone at some point.
And a lot of people are not willing to take that
that
drive. But I drove.
You were there.